Hi, I'm Erik Voss, and this is a review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the follow-up to 2015's Jurassic World and the fifth movie in Universal's Jurassic Park franchise. These recent installments are still super popular, but they tend to produce some mixed feelings in viewers. So here, I'm gonna break down what I think is the deeper reason why. And by the way, this is a spoiler-free review. I'm not gonna spoil anything that hasn't already been pretty much revealed in the trailers and promo footage for the movie. Okay, let's dive in. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom improves on its predecessor in a number of ways, but you may still walk out of the movie missing out on the charm of Steven Spielberg's classic, as many of us did after Jurassic World in 2015. What the 1993 original had going for it was simplicity within a preachy, complex sci-fi premise. The whole idea came from Michael Crichton's novel. And by the way, this is the same author who gave us Westworld. So you can imagine how deep Crichton's technology themes can push your mind if you really want to go that far with them. But the Jurassic Park movie kept it simple. The Dino DNA, cartoon, Jeff Goldblum's endlessly quotable rants, and an easy-to-follow family rescue narrative. Some critics dismissed Jurassic Park when it first came out, but this straightforwardness, along with some still impressive practical effects, has sustained the movie's appeal over the years. And many felt this was missing from Jurassic World in 2015, the family dynamic centered around characters whose behavior came off as confusing. Now, it was arguably impressive how the movie worked as a sort of self-commentary on the way capitalist Hollywood ruins a good thing by overselling it. But that deeper message just got lost in the movie's logic issues. And that brings us to this sequel, which is written by the same team behind Jurassic World, but now directed by J.A. Bayona, known for the horror film The Orphanage and the disaster movie The Impossible, both great movies. Critics are saying Fallen Kingdom struggles with the same kind of logic issues that Jurassic World did, but the way I see it, Fallen Kingdom benefits from an improved premise and sequences that embrace the spectacle and joy of the original Jurassic Park. It just seems to get bored with its own premise. Fallen Kingdom picks up 3 years after Jurassic World, with Isla Nublar and the ruins of the park said to be destroyed by a volcano, wiping out all of the dinosaurs. As Congress debates whether to intervene and save the dinos, Claire, Bryce Dallas Howard, now a dinosaur conservation activist, takes an assignment from Benjamin Lockwood, a former partner to John Hammond, to rescue some of the dinosaurs. That includes the raptor Blue requiring the help of Owen, Chris Pratt. Now, this solid premise creates 3 big benefits for Fallen Kingdom. One, it sets up some cleverly directed action. Bayona is truly a gifted director when it comes to visual spectacle, and he understands how to frame the dinosaurs in interesting ways to deliver payoff in the first half. Without spoiling exactly what happens, the movie opens with a truly thrilling sequence set in a rainstorm. It actually reminded me a lot of the rainstorm sequence in the original Jurassic Park. Later, there's a great cliffside dive in the gyrosphere that recalls the claustrophobia of Spielberg's trailer sequence in The Lost World, and Bayona shoots this in a compelling long take. The heroes narrowly escape from intricately plotted dilemmas, and it's all just very fun. And this overall sense of joy is what I assume people who are tweeting about how much they enjoyed this sequel are referring to. The island portion of the movie also leads to another benefit for Fallen Kingdom, humanizing the monsters by recasting them as good guys. I think one thing we forget about the original Jurassic Park was how much it avoided pure demonization. Those dinos were natural threats, and human genetic engineers meddling with that nature was the true source of the evil in the movie. Spielberg included a lot of sweet, non-threatening moments. The Brachiosaurus sneezing on Lexi, Grant pressing his ear against the sick Triceratops, inspiring the best animated GIF of all time. At the end of the movie, the most heroic character is the T-Rex himself. He fends off the raptors and allows the humans to escape. And of course, Jurassic World tried to reproduce this magic. It gave Owen a parental connection with Blue, and it climaxed with a showdown between the Indominus Rex and the original T-Rex. Unfortunately, we just didn't feel that same emotional connection with those dinosaurs that we did before, and the decision to create them with mostly CGI as opposed to practical effects and prosthetic models might have been a big part of that. But Fallen Kingdom, I would argue, pulls off those poignant moments with the dinosaurs. On Isla Nublar, you really feel their life or death crisis. And the sequel nearly pulls off a twist from one of the best sequels of all time, T2 Judgment Day, recasting the monster from the first movie as a hero friendly to the humans that makes you a little sad to lose. Now, to be fair, T2 also replaced the original villain with an even cooler T1000, and these new dinos ain't T1000s. But by letting us empathize with the dinosaurs, Fallen Kingdom's premise restores the franchise's straightforward rescue narrative. As I said before, the original plot structure of Jurassic Park isn't that complicated. Save the kids, get the hell out. Every Jurassic movie has followed in the footsteps by including children in the threat somehow, to varying results. Honestly, the success of a Jurassic Park movie is directly proportional to how much you care whether or not the kids die. But at the end of the day, any story story that requires a parent figure to fix the family unit tends to fit neatly in that life finds a way theme of the franchise. Fallen Kingdom just evolves that plot device to Owen and Claire's relationship with Blue, who becomes the endangered child of this story. And that rescue mission on its own is enough, in my opinion. But here's where we get to the problems of the movie, which there are plenty of. They're not that hard to find, you can read about them anywhere. But I think the core issue is the movie as a whole isn't satisfied with its own dinosaur rescue premise. Halfway through, the story departs Isla Nublar, moving on to a pretty far-fetched turn of events that I won't spoil directly, but I'll just say it's kind of that stuff that Vincent D'Onofrio's character hinted at in the first movie. Now, look, I get why the movie does this. The turn sets up Bayona to deliver some truly spooky dino in the shadow imagery, with the beasts entering the world of man, echoing the finale of The Lost World. Cool. And it seemed like the script wanted to go deeper into that capitalist commentary from Jurassic World to apply the if this then what else logic of dinosaur technology to the real world and try to evolve the conversation. One could argue Fallen Kingdom is trying to bite the hand that feeds it, using the greedy industrialist trying to weaponize a pure piece of nature in the movie as a metaphor for the greedy Hollywood studio heads oversaturating a simple joy that should have stayed in the past. I love it when movies deconstruct genre conventions, like when Logan or Deadpool defied the tropes of superhero movies. But these Jurassic World movies aren't making those kind of creative sacrifices to be truly deconstructive. They're still big spectacle-based dinosaur movies. Like, their world hasn't really learned anything from past disasters, it just keeps making the same mistakes, because let's face it, those mistakes are still a lot of fun to see unfold. Sadly, it just makes these attempts to evolve the conversation feel really forced. But that's just my take. I'm curious to know your thoughts. Do you think Fallen Kingdom would have been a better movie if it ended halfway through? Comment down below with your thoughts, or tweet me directly at Erik Voss, and like this video, share it around, subscribe to New Rockstars for this kind of deeper analysis and all the movies you like. Check out our reviews and breakdowns of everything Marvel and Star Wars, Pixar, DC, Game of Thrones, Westworld. Thank you for watching, and as much as we hate on digital editing technology, one benefit of chroma key is that our editors can put me anywhere, like this. Oh, hey, I'm a dinosaur!